Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to something different, something new. Well, actually not new. It was released back in January. We're jumping out of the custom stories today, like I've done in the past, and jumping into something that I think you're all pretty much going to enjoy. This is Lovecraft's Untold Stories. So, this is a roguelite game based on all sorts of Lovecraft lore stories. It reminds me a little bit of Isaac. Why do I go back to these games that are like The Binding of Isaac? I have no idea, but once you see it, you'll kind of understand what I'm talking about. But this is really actually an excellent game. It's incredibly fun. But again, as a roguelite game, once you die, that's it. Start over. We know how those go. I have gone through a couple of the chapters. What I want to do, though, for you today is do a new story, kind of start it from the beginning. And if we decide to do an actual series of this, if you want to see more, then we'll continue. I'm also going to start it at an easier setting. This game is quite difficult. Just for the sake of this playthrough, because you might just see me on harder levels just dying over and over and over, because that's the kind of guy I am. I don't know, I'm just not good at these games, but I love them. I love these types of games, but I'm not good at them. So anyway, we're just going to go to a new story. The one I'm playing on currently right now is on normal, and it really isn't that terribly hard. But like I said, for the sake of the video, so you can see more of what this game is about and just kind of decide for yourself if you might want to play it, I want to put it on easy, so we're going to be able to cruise through this, if you get what I'm saying. So you have different characters you can choose from. When you start out at first, of course, it's going to be just this one character, Detective John Murphy. He's a hard-bitten private eye. Murphy hails from New Orleans Police Department, where he served under the celebrated Inspector Legrassi. Murphy is tough, straight-talking, and has a keen eye for facts and targets. Legrassi had a profound effect on Murphy. It wasn't just the art of detection. Murphy learned from the old man. In Legrassi, he found the father figure he'd always lacked. When Legrassi returned from St. Louis, pale and withdrawn, after attending, of all things, the American Archaeological Society annual meeting, and suddenly retired, it so rocked Murphy he also handed in his notice. Unwilling to work under anyone else, Murphy set up his own PI firm on his desk. Detective Murphy keeps the exquisitely crafted Gorgon statue Legrassi left him as a parting gift. So we're just going to go on and pick him. So as you can see, right here it shows that Legrassi's telegram. There's the old mansion and the hospital. I've actually gotten to the hospital. I'm finding it interesting, though, that I've done this on normal, but it's still keeping the progress. Another thing you also want to keep in mind, too, in this game, you want to keep your sanity up. I haven't had this happen yet, but apparently if your sanity gets too low, just in perfect Lovecraftian fashion, you kill yourself. You want to escape the terrors, and you can't take it anymore. So let's start with Legrassi's telegram. It says, okay, you retired out of the blue. There's no contract for months, and then just a telegram reading. Holy crap, that's loud. Oh my God, I gotta turn down the music volume. Murphy, Chateau Hill, Massachusetts. Bring gun. Urgent help needed. Bayou Colt. Well, I'm here for you, Legrassi. Let's do that. Okay, so it just kind of shows you a quick rundown of the controls. And so left stick is movement, right stick is when you shoot, which I still haven't gotten really quite that used to. Okay, and next left button, this is where you can do like your basic melee attacks. And I'm not left trigger. Okay, I don't know. Let's just get into this, shall we? Let's just get into this. Okay, so I'm gonna turn down. My God, that is like super loud. Or maybe not. Master volume. Gonna turn that down a bit. Just, yeah, because that's just really loud. Alright, so here we go. Oops, I didn't mean... See? I didn't mean to shoot. I just did it. Because I'm used to... I'm gamepad. I'm not using the keyboard and mouse for this one. I find this a little bit more comfortable. It shows you a layout. I really love the art style. I like pixel graphic. I really do. It's just, I don't know. I love the feel of it. I like the look. And they've really done a fantastic job on this. And then the right button is your mini map. So you can zoom in and zoom out. So I'll just do a really quick zoom in and zoom out. Isn't that cool? So anyway, here we go. So right trigger, I can, whoops, right trigger, I can jump over. Go up here, and oh, we notice. Look, it needs an iron lock. Or it's not needing an iron lock, it needs an iron key. Which we do not have. You'll see a lot of the Lovecraftian kind of feel in this game. I'm not a real expert on Lovecraft at all. I really haven't delved into too much of his history or his writings. But I am a fan, if that makes any sense. Cigarette butts. There's a pile of cigarette filters here. Legrassi's brand. Let's move on. And so we got info from that, which is good. We need the info. I was thinking about not putting on my webcam for this, just because I think the webcam kind of takes away from the feel of the game. Okay, so left button, I'll just do a melee attack there. Keep in mind there are some things that you will hit melee and they explode and you're pretty much instantly dead. So keep your eye out peeled for those things, because I don't want that happening. Got some items here. And if I remember correctly, yeah, here's our inventory. So right now we just got ourselves a piece of treasure and a first aid kit. And so let's just get back out of there. Don't need to see much more of that. Like in here, for instance, something in here, see these skulls? I think if you hit those, it just blows up and you're dead. Torn Investigator Notebook. This is Legrassi's old detective notepad. He must have kept it when he retired. The pages have been torn out. That gives us more info, and I think that actually, the more information you get, the more easier it is for you to handle the bosses towards, or any bosses you encounter. And that's part of the game itself, part of the risk-reward, I guess. I don't know if you want to call it risk or reward. But you want as much info you can get to be able to defeat creatures of the night. Okay, so there we go. Thank God those didn't explode on me. You never know. So come up here. Cultist corpse. The corpse of a member of one of the secret societies or cults I've been encountering. And here's another thing. So certain events you might encounter that you have to search it. It gives you an option to do different things. Some can actually make you lose your sanity, and that's not good. Encountering different things also will make you lose your sanity. But there are things to get your sanity back. So keep that in mind. So search it, or undress him. Let's undress him, shall we? The tongue has been split. Wow. Corpse of a member. Let's see. The tongue has been split. I didn't do this before. Or did I? I don't know. The tongue has been split down the middle. Several teeth have been filed. The finger and toenails have been removed and cauterized. There's been a crudely performed partial castration. The navel has been sewn shut. Sewn shut. And the nipples have been removed. I mean, phew. At least knowing this will make them easier to spot in the future. Okay, then. And we got our RNK. Good Lord, my throat is so dry tonight. Now, I think the last time I checked... hey. It gets through here. I believe all it is in this this locked treasure chest is just basically health. Not that we don't want that, but we're more searching for information. Those types of things. Let's, just for the sake of the video, let's go and just check it out, shall we? So you gotta go to your item and then you place it, and then you open it. So I did get good stuff. So the chocolate here, you see here, it calms your nerves. I think that helps with your sanity levels. Dr. Bag heals will stop all the bleeding effects and every wounds. This just stops bleeding effect, which is you're going to run into quite a bit in here. And the first aid kit heals small wounds, and we got ourselves some TNT. So we're going to go back up to where we were. I think I'm taking the long route, am I? Am I taking the long route? Why did I take the long route? I could have taken a little shortcut and this would have been no time at all. And if you can see in the top of the screen, in the middle, is like a little mini map. Several sets of footprints. I'm sure there was a struggle here. This doesn't look good. No, it doesn't. More information though. So, you'll get your extra, I don't know what you want to call this, but your alternative weapon is on the far right, I'm not sure. So you see D-pad, up, right, down, left, and then you see left trigger, which throws those. But I think actually that the TNT works a little bit better. Yes, it does. Here we go. Okay, here you are inside. You are enveloped by the twilight and the smell of old furniture. The walls of this old mansion are thick enough and impenetrable for extraneous sounds. They reliably keep their secrets, and only distant rustles and your heartbeat are audible. So we're in the actual game now. This is like the real part of it. You can do a little duck and roll kind of thing here. If any of you have ever played our Darker Purpose, this would look very familiar, which I think I might do a little short gameplay like I'm doing of this one, of that one as well. Doing all sorts of goodies here. A bloody key. I wonder where that goes. To the bloody doors. Pretty sure it does. Okay, and then look here. Book titled The King in Yellow. There's a thin book here titled The King in Yellow. Now here's where the decision making comes in. I think if you leave it on certain items, I'm not sure if you're screwing yourself over or not. We'll find out now when I read it, because that's what I'm going to do. Huh? It's a play. The second act appears to be torn out. Someone's written on the back cover, "Do not read this. Fear the pallid mask." Which I think we're going to lose sanity from this. We did. Son of a bitch. I don't remember. Do we have anything that gets our sanity back? We can try it. I regained part of my sanity. Good. So that's what the chocolate does. I honestly couldn't remember. You start getting a lot of items in this game, and it gets a little confusing. A decrepit-looking boiler. It doesn't seem very safe. But I am going to open it and check it. When I opened it for a split second, I heard what I thought was a scream, but maybe it was just a hiss of steam. Oh no. There are the charred remains of human hand bones still clasped together as if in prayer. What happened here? Hey, I didn't lose sanity last time I did that, you bitch. You'll also notice your character up in the left-hand corner. When his sanity is starting to just go bonkers, you'll see this kind of purplish, like, squiggly lines around it. I'm not sure what to call them, but we haven't run into any enemies yet. But here is I think it's a Venus flytrap. It's a wild plant. There's a plant over here just like a Venus flytrap, but with much larger jaws. I should tease it with my finger. I should leave it. I think I'm going to fucking leave it. It's bad for fly traps to be teased. Yeah, that wouldn't be a good idea. What we got here? Doctor's bag, some treasure. A bronze key, treasure. All good stuff. All good stuff. We haven't ran into any enemies yet, but we will. Let's see. We got anything going on? Ah, this guy. A set of medieval period European armor. Examine it and knock it over. Now, I'm pretty sure I don't want to knock it over because I think that's going to piss someone off. So let's just examine it. It's engraved with the words L'amour sacré des fleurs, ambros qui envient. I cannot even read this. Vaincu l'habit des apprennent libérant la terre d'un flot métier. I don't know. But we got info. 1,000 worth. Works for me. Okay, so let's look at our map here. Just kind of show it to you really quick. So you kind of get a sense of where we are. Okay, still no one. And I think, honestly, guys, the only difference that I'm noticing between the harder levels is more enemies showing up on the harder levels and more times your sanity can get screwed on the harder levels. Because so far that's all I'm really seeing here. There's a small mirror hanging here. Looking into it, I see that it's just me. I've changed. I look terrible. Then I look alright considering the situation. Let's go with that one. And it healed me. That's awesome. I got healed for that. Okay, what do we have here? $22 in the history of ancient cults. So you can check out your books. As far as I know, these books you really can't read. They just give you a quick run-up of what they are. The history of ancient cults. Useless if you don't want to study the history of the ancient cults of mankind. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm not interested in that. I'm just going to drop it. Just leave it there. I just picked it up again. And I still don't want it. Oh my, a hummingbird in a cage. I should pause a while to enjoy it. I don't have time for this. I'm going to pause a while to enjoy it. I like hummingbirds. Such a tiny thing and so beautiful. And I got sanity back for that. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see, Almanac of Occultism. Annual collection of articles and texts of occultism of yellow newspapers and journals. I'm just going to drop that too. I don't feel that I need it. Okay, I'm shockingly surprised that we haven't been attacked yet. So, I don't know, maybe the easy level, you don't get attacked at all because we're not seeing anything, but that can't be true. Golden tiara. There's a golden tiara lying here. Examine it. I'm going to examine it. I'd say it was solid gold were it not so light and lustrous. Tall in front and seems to be made from a freakishly large and round head. It has striking and puzzlingly beautiful patterns. Some simple geometrical and some plainly marine. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, so through here. Are we getting... here we go. We're getting attacked. Your servant is crying out. I didn't get to read the rest. Whatever. That didn't take a whole lot now, did it? Almanac of Occultism, a golden bug. Now, teleports you to a safe random place. Cool. Holman is a... Yeah, okay, so we don't want that. Just leave that there. You know, I'm really not sure if the books really matter, so that's why I'm kind of dropping them. You can reload with your B button. I'm not sure what it is on your keyboard and mouse. Just in case you didn't know. What is this? Doll of an... Oh, I've seen this one too. Doll of a naked woman. There's an articulated tiny doll of a naked woman with geisha face paint and black hair, holding a fan up to cover her entire face apart from her eyes. I should move the veil to admire the face detail. I should leave it. Just for the sake of the video, let's take a look at the face, shall we? As I move the arm holding the fan away, the doll swells and contorts in my hand, becoming soft and pulpy. Spreading like a diseased tumor, reeking of sweat and blood, I throw it to the floor and stamp on it. And there goes my sanity again. I probably shouldn't have done that, but that's okay. It's just a video, right? Alright. A roaring fire. Usually I find these comforting, but there's something hungry about this blaze. Look into the flames, or detectives search the ashes. We are detectives, so let's do it. This fireplace appears to have been used to burn documents. I can't make much out from the fragments of paper, but there are a few names and locations which might help in my investigation. I'll make a note of. Alright, what's this? There's nothing in that. Nothing in there. So we're at an impasse. We're at the dead end. What is this? Book with pictures. Yeah, as far as I know, it doesn't show you any pictures at all. A lot of strange pictures with signs and symbols and descriptions in an unknown language. So we're just going to drop that too. Oh, place it on that table. We're very considerate, aren't we? It looks like we can go through here. Oh, ow. Did I mention that there's traps? So this one will stop the bleeding effect, so we really need to use that right now. Well, that was rude. I think that's the bloody key. I can use it. Got an antidote and a couple of other goodies. Yes, like and treasures. And another golden bug. I'm getting a lot of golden bugs. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, here we go again. Alright, they're dead. That was pretty simple. Doctor's bag. I don't know what this almanac... God, I need to stop picking these up. Just drop them. Alright, so we can go down here. Voodoo idol. This idol has a head with the form of an octopus. Odd. Got the Ankh and... Something made a weird noise I'd never heard before. And an army identification tags engraved with the name Daniel Morris. You get a feeling of invulnerability when you touch them. Huh. I don't think I found that one before. That's a little unnerving. There we go. Another voodoo idol. This idol has a head with the form of an octopus. Odd. Okay. Get that. Okay, check this really quick. Book in an unknown language. A book with pictures. Can I understand what it says? The language doesn't look like anything that I know. So, I don't want it. Oh, what the hell is that noise? Ew! Oh, these guys. See, and I really don't... Ooh. Ow. 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 Oh, God. Move it. Move it. Move it. Move it. Where did that douchebag go? Okay. This amped it up a notch. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. Should I... I don't have anything to stop bleeding except for the doctor's bag, and I don't think I want to use it, but I do have 5 of them. Let's just use it. All right, what's this? Mine's a lock. I got a... Okay. I think we're just going to keep everything from now on. Do I have another bronze key? I do not have... I do not have the key. Sad Panda. I really wanted that. This room is huge. And the really cool thing about this is, you know, it's randomly generated. So, the game is never the same. Because this room, I've never seen those rooms before. Man, I'm out of all sorts of keys, man. This is bullshit. Give me some keys, man. Oh, this is dreadful. Iron key. pointless. Not sure if that's really worth my time. Probably not. Chocolate, that's always good. Okay. Ugh. Ugh. And ugh. Ah, yes, it pays to look around, doesn't it? Oh, and if you notice on the right-hand side, the yellow bar going up and down, that's your stamina. It does run out. Probably should have mentioned that one. Okay, I've been here before. Why am I repeating places I've been? We don't need to do that nonsense. Here's an album of photographs. I should leaf through it. I should leave it. The photographs get a little bit weird, so... In bound in soft leather with Pawn family embossed on the front. The first photograph I see is a staged sepia image of a rather charming-looking family consisting of a young man with somewhat nautical clothing and demeanor, a pretty young wife, and 2 little children. Leafing through the pages is like a journey through the family's history. Oh dear, it seems the young mother is unwell. Her skin changes over time and her posture hunches. So, you actually want to leave it after that, because you do start losing your mind. Just leave it alone. Just a heads up for you guys. Ripped notebook pages, paper covered in Lacrosse's notations. I can make out Chateau Hill put up his bond for the bail of Castro, the Bayou cult leader. No more information for us. Bloody key, silver anchor. The silver anchor, I believe, goes to a puzzle lock later on. Take a look around this room really quick. Because we are running out of time, folks. I've been recording for quite a while now. Table with model over here. Huh, gracious. There's a perfect little model of this very area. With a little model of me in there, too. Okay, so our decisions are... That's terrifying. How on earth did someone make that knowing I'd be here? That's amazing. Odd, but amazing and beautiful. Detective. I should put my hand in and knock some stuff over. I should leave it. I'm going to say that's amazing, odd, but beautiful, but amazing and beautiful. And there we go. A woman statue. An incongruous statue of a kneeling woman, as if she was protecting herself from her attackers. I should take a closer look. Yes, I guess I'm going to. She looks terrified. It's unnervingly realistic, like a tiny 3-dimensional photograph. The proportions are perfect. When I get very close, I could swear I could feel her shallow breath on my skin. At least we didn't lose our minds over it. Shredded notebook page. Lacrosse's handwriting covers these pages. I can make out Castro and his followers aren't accepted by the Baratarians of the Bayou. They call them Chocho. Insult? So that's our info. And this right here is the stone cellar door. You can get a lot of money for this treasure, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I'm just looking at that stuff. One is the shape of an anchor and one's of an octopus. Right now, all I have is the anchor. So if I wanted to, I could just go ahead and place that. But I guess I need both. Or is it on there? I guess it is. Okay. Anyway, so you need both the anchor key and then the octopus, or they're like little slabs. Put them in there, the door opens. And that takes you into a deeper level to one of the boss fights. And if you would like to see that, I'm going to do it for another video, guys, because I am running out of time now. Just wanted to show you a quick just overview of this game, see if you might like it. And if you want to see more of this, let me know. Just leave it in a comment. I will be more than happy to play more of it. I really am enjoying it. It's extremely cool. It is on Steam, available now. I think it's like $20. So it's not exactly very cheap. But it has a lot of replay value to it, and that's always something to look into in these types of games. Anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. And if you did, leave a like and share it. Sub to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Y'all have a fantastic day.